Well, hello there, friends. I am the only Sir Cracker, the one and only. And, anyways, so I just kind of wanted to give you kind of a quick little show and tell. Quick, I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm going to give you a little bit of yeah. Ear always itches when I get on here. Usually I fight it. I'll give you a quick little show and tell of what's been growing on here in the makeshift grow room. This will be probably my only upload for the week. I'm getting to the point now where I'm going to be probably uploading once a week. It's very difficult for me to upload in the mornings, being the fact that I'm usually wearing my uniform. I don't know if you've all noticed, but I have a lot less videos all of a sudden within the last month or so. And it's because I found out that the company that I work for frowns upon, me wearing my uniform in my videos. Even though I'm not doing anything other than talk about my gardening, they don't want to see the uniform. They don't want to have any reference or whatever. Yeah, moving on. So I have removed all of those videos, all those gardening, walk through in the morning garden videos. If you do see any of those, you probably just won't, you'll hear my voice, but you probably won't see me, which is okay. I mean, nobody really wants to see this ugly mug anyways. I mean, look at this. Oh, my hair's a mess. I'm just, anyways, yada, yada, yada. Two things are new to my garden, and I want to show you those right now. All right, can you guess what it is? I don't remember the Latin name, but this is an agave. It came to me in the post. I ordered one, and they gave me 2 pups as well. Didn't come like this. It came wrapped up in a like a paper bag, and the roots were covered up in a paper towel and a plastic bag, and then thrown into this box, and it was loosely bouncing around in the box. But I got them. They so far seem okay. This one here is a little droopy. I put them in some good draining potting soil, and they are a succulent or kind of like a succulent. They're also poisonous, just don't eat the leaves. So I put 2 in that pot and 1 in this pot. I only wanted 1. I only ordered 1, so I got 2 bonus ones. So I'm going to grow those on and see what they do together. Just kind of a fun little thing. Probably be splitting them up again and giving them away, but that's later down the road. This is a dwarf agave. The other name for it starts with an L, but I can't remember. It's a Latin name, I think. So I got those. And then my other little guy I got is this. And it is a fig tree, but it is called a Desert King fig. Now, I don't know if you guys watch any of the Back to Eden garden videos with Paul. Last name, I believe, is Gotchi. But he is up here in the inland northwest, over by the Puget Sound area. And he has this fig tree, and this will be a tree. This is just a cutting right now. But he has that growing in his garden, and it is cold tolerant for the climate up here. So that will eventually be going outside at some point in time, but for the winter, I'm just going to grow it here in the grow room. Hopefully it will stay alive, and there'll be enough warmth and light in here for it. But that is the Desert King. That is the 2 new additions to my grow room. So I'm kind of excited about that. The mystery pepper over here, it had a pepper on it. As soon as I clipped that pepper off, it started putting on new growth. So I'm going to keep the new peppers off, and I'm going to promote as much of this new growth and try to get rid of all these old, really old, half-dead leaves. Doing some research here, figuring out what's going on with these leaves. It's because these leaves are almost a year old. Their leaves have a lifespan, and they do eventually end up falling off and dying. So that is what's going on with that. These leaves are fairly old. Back here, the Carolina Reaper, just looking as beautiful as ever. Let's see if we can get an aerial shot here. It's got all this new growth coming up, and inside it's just now starting to put on buds. So that's pretty cool. Sorry about that. I have children, and so trying to film on the weekends, they're always home, and that's okay. Okay, so yeah, it's just now, if you look down in there, it's just now starting to put on buds, and a lot of them. So I'm really excited to watch the Carolina Reaper produce and grow. I'm having some issues with space. I don't have a whole lot of space. I'm running out. So I've got peppers that are just crowded in here, but they seem to be okay for now. So we'll see what happens with those. This is that really strange spider plant that I got, and it is already putting on a spike with a ton of pups on it. Actually looks like the spike is putting on a spike. Well, it's kind of cool. This is my my blue kale, miniature curly kale. It looks really good in that cup. It's loving this window. I've got some seedlings back there that haven't germinated yet. I don't have a heat mat underneath them right now, so they're going to stay there for a while and not do anything. They'll probably rot, to be honest with you, but maybe I should put a heat mat underneath them, huh? And then all of my tomatoes, they are got new growth all over them, but that's because I cut them back. So I'm trying to make them bushy here. So the First Lady, and then the Purple Cherry and the Black Pearl, they're all in one spot, and they're all going to I'm going to try to grow them as one plant and one big bush. Eventually, this will be moving away from the center of the table, and I'll probably be putting this somewhere else eventually. That's a long ways down the road. Let's see. Okay, so mother-in-law's tongue, or spider plant is what they call them. I have 3 different varieties. I wanted to show you these because JT Bear right now is growing them. And so I just wanted to show you what I've got. This was given to me. There's actually like, I think 4 or 5 plants in here. But this was given to me from a friend of mine in St. Mary's. She knows that I'm a gardener. And so I potted them up into this small pot. They will need to come out of here probably this spring. I think I'm just going to leave them in here for the winter. And then I've got this little teeny one here that hasn't actually done a whole lot of growth since I put it. Yes, that's a commode, y'all. But it hasn't done a whole lot since I put it in the commode. And then hiding next to it, because they're both, they don't like to be soaking wet. This is a really a miracle. This is a pineapple, and the whole center of it died out at one point in time, and it's now putting on a brand new center. So just be with pineapples, just be patient. Oh, see, look, I need to clean it up. Just be patient, take your time, do whatever you got to do, and love it. But behind it is what I wanted to show you. This is what JT Bear is doing. And I wanted to show you this because mine's a little bit further along. I took 3 separate cuttings off of a snake plant. And after, I would say this has been about 4 months, I got this little pup down here on the side. So what's going on is the roots of these. So these things will start to root down in the bottom. You just cut them, stick them in the ground. They'll start to root. The pups come off the roots. So they have to have a pretty good root base in order for them to do what you want. So, but I got 1 pup out of 3. I'm thinking, the rest, these and this one look just fine. So I'm thinking that they will put on pups too as time goes on. So it's looking good, JT. I'm loving your little baby pup that you got going on, and it's definitely fun to take clippings of friends or families, plants and grow them for yourself. It's definitely fun and entertaining, and it just keeps things fresh. And then when your plant gets big, you just give it away. And yeah, North Fork pine. I butchered it again. I grew up with one of these. It was huge. So, yes, Miss Cross, she was talking to me about this beautiful pine. The thing about this is it's not actually a pine tree. It's kind of a weird plant. It's almost a fern. It's not quite, but almost a fern. They have a name for it, but I don't remember. I don't remember what a lot of the names are. And then hiding behind my shamrock is my crown of thorns. This actually is about, I want to say this is almost 10 years old, or 10 years old. This came from a cutting from my mother-in-law, probably just about 3 inches tall, and it's grown into this huge plant. And it is very slow growing, and it's in its growing phase right now. It's growing. You can see all the light leaves on top. And it does have an absolutely beautiful flower. These ones are kind of dried out and dead, but it usually has a beautiful flower. And as you can see, I brought in my lemon. So my lemon tree is spent its summer outside and enjoying, the nice warm weather. But I did bring it in because it's getting down into the low 40s at night. That's Fahrenheit. And we don't, lemon trees don't like to get any colder than the low 40s. You get into the 30s and they start to die. So I was like, all right, time for her to come in the house. And honestly, it hasn't noticed, still growing. It has not noticed that it's even in the house. So it's doing great. And if you want to grow a free plant, get yourself a lemon, a lime, any citrus that has a seed, and peel back. There's a video I've done in the past. But you take there's an outer shell on those, and you take that off, and there's another seed inside, and you plant that in the soil. Real slow growing, really, really slow. This is, I think this is probably about 3 or 4 years worth of growth here. So. And I've cut it back a couple of times to try to control it. But, yeah. You want to have some fun with just something that's, comes out of the kitchen waste. That is definitely fun to do. Same with the avocado. And JT's avocado is looking amazing now. And, yeah. So just trick with avocados is definitely keep the soil moist. Not drenched or wet, but moist. Well, these are all of the cuttings, and they are all looking great. I kind of tugged on this, actually it was this one. This is the purple, the violet sparkle. This is the first one I planted about a month ago, and it's still growing. It's still got green leaves, but it doesn't have any root structure yet. So that is a little on the slower, scarier side. Uh-oh. I think I lost my banana. Yeah, banana pepper looks like she's dead. Okay, well, there's 1 out of 7. Everything else is looking good. So everybody is looking happy, is growing. I put the plastic bags on them. This was a fantastic idea from one of my friends on YouTube. I don't remember who suggested it. It was either JT or it was Babette. It could have been Thomas. I don't remember. Somebody over there made the comment. Yeah. Hey, and another thing I wanted to let you guys know about. One of my good friends has just come back to YouTube. He took a little bit of a hiatus, and he's rebuilding his channel. His name is Bill Gardner, so you can find him on Facebook at Bill Gardner. Or you can go to YouTube. I believe it is, I'm going to butcher this. It is Ulster Allotment Garden, I think, or something. I'll see if I can find a link and I'll attach it to the video here, to his channel. But, yeah, Bill Gardner, absolutely a fantastic guy. He is brilliant. He lives, I believe, in Ireland, I think, if I remember right. And he's been gone forever, and we miss him so much. And yeah, so he is back, and he's in full swing, it looks like, and he's gardening, and he's putting up videos like crazy already. And so definitely go check him out. Olister Allotment Garden, I think, or something like that. So like I said, I'll find out the information exactly. So all right, y'all, that's kind of a quick little tour here. Nothing insane, but just thought I would give you kind of a, a little tour. So that's it. That's all there really is. There's not a lot here, but it seems to take up a lot of space. So I don't know how many plants I have here. If you want to, try to figure out how many plants I have right here in the makeshift grow room, put the number of how many plants you think are there down below, and we'll work with that. Also, I'm going to be having a contest pretty soon. It'll probably be the next video I upload. There'll be a contest. So definitely check that out. Yeah, of course, share, when I have my contest video, share it. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can in the next, couple of weeks. I just want to see if I can do everyone says you do a contest and then, you get a ton of subscribers. And I'm like, well, that'd be kind of fun. A little bit more input and comments and that kind of thing is what I'm looking for. And of course, to get to know more people and get to share my world and my experiences and everything with everybody. So, look forward to that. Come check me out on Facebook at Sir Cracker's Garden on Facebook. I've got a little group there. Come and feel free to share and comment and show us pictures of your garden and that kind of thing there. That would be absolutely fantastic. So, all right, y'all, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.